Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Pacey and this is ZDR Makeup. So today I'm going to be doing a New Year's Eve makeup look, and I hope you all had a great New Year's, and if you want to see the makeup look that I created, just stay tuned and I will show you. Okay, so as you can see, I've just brushed my brows through it using the Anastasia brush, and now I'm just filling them in using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown with the Bare Minerals brush. So I'm just fast forwarding this because obviously everyone's brows are individual and you can see what I'm doing, so I don't really need to go in depth. Okay, so now I'm using the Benefit 24 Hour Brow Setter just to set my brows in place, and this is just a really nice brow gel. And then I'm going to be concealing around my eyebrows using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is just a brush from the Juvias Place 9-piece turquoise blue collection. It's just like a flat concealer brush that's quite small and precise at the end. And then I'm proceeding to use the same concealer all over my lid as my base. I always use this concealer, I think it just evens out my eyes really well. And I'm just blending that in with a beauty sponge from Primark that I've just dampened. Now I'm going to be blending the shade Musk from the Huda Beauty palette into my crease, just using the Spectrum B06 brush. So I'm just using this as my transition shade just all throughout the crease. And then I'm going in with the shade Amber on that same brush and just further blending that through the crease to add some more depth. And this is just really warming the eye up. Okay, so now I'm switching to another brush from that Juvias Place collection, the same one as before, and this is just like a large tapered blending brush, and I'm just using the shade Oud from the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This I'm just using mainly on the outer corner and blending it into my crease, and I'm going back in with that Spectrum B06 brush just to blend all those shades together. Now to further deepen the outer corner and slightly into the crease, I'm now going to be using the shade Ashes from the Naked Heat palette, just slightly, and obviously using that same Spectrum brush just to blend them all together. Now I'm using a clean blending brush from BH Cosmetics just to blend them all together nicely, and this has no product on at all. So now I'm using my Kat Von D palette, and I'm using a mixture of the shades Liberatus and Shax. This is just to really deepen the outer corner. It's like a black and a grey, and then I'm just slightly blending that through my crease as further definition. Now I'm going to be doing a kind of half cut crease, so I'm using again that same Juvias Place flat brush, and I'm just going to cut the first half of my lid, and this is that same Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. So if you need any tips on how to cut your crease, everybody's eye is individual, but if it helps, I'd look up once you've put the concealer on and it presents a line there, and then you can just follow that line. It really helps if you have hooded eyes, because that shows you where it's going to be when you open your eyes, because obviously you want it slightly above your crease so that you can see it when you're still looking forward. Now I'm going to be wetting my brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Retrograde from the Huda Beauty palette. Again, this is just that same flat concealer brush. And this is just a nice duochrome shade. It's kind of a mixture of blue and browns. It's very warm but still with the blue, so it's quite unique. And then I'm going in with the MAC Pigment in Blue Brown just to kind of intensify that blue shade, because Retrograde definitely shifts more to the brown side. Now I'm using this small fluffy brush from that same Juvias Place collection, and I'm just going to be picking up some of Oud just to further deepen that. This brush is really nice as it gets right in the areas that you want. so it's just really helping define the crease, and I'm just blending with the BH Cosmetics brush. Now I'm going in with this liquid liner. This is just from Primark, but it works really well over pigments and things. It just glides really smoothly. And I'm just doing this nice thin long wing, but obviously you can do whatever suits you best. This is just my personal preference. And I'm just taking a tiny bit of a white shade. It's from this Soph palette and it's the shade Penguin, just to go under my brow. And I'm highlighting my inner corner and brow bone with Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold, which is just a nice pale white. Okay, so now off camera I've just quickly applied these lashes, and they are from the Superdrug's own collection, and they're just these like double up ones. And I've also applied some black liner in my waterline, and they're my real mascara. So now I'm just using the Max Fix Plus just to help hydrate my face, and then I'm going in with the Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Primer in the shade Ethereal. This is just a nice hydrating primer, and it leaves a bit of a glow on your face. So now I'm using this foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and this is a really nice drugstore foundation. So I'm just dotting this around my face and then using that same dampened beauty sponge from Primark just to blend that in. Now I'm using that same Lasting Perfection concealer by Collection, and I'm just using that under my eyes, down my nose, on my forehead and on my cupid's bow, because this is just going to act as a concealer and a highlight, also on my chin, and then I have a little blemish. Again, blending that in with the same sponge as before. Now I'm using this Juvias Place brush from the same set, and I'm just baking my face. Sometimes I use a sponge and sometimes I use a brush, but I've been really liking this brush lately. And then obviously I also brushed that off camera. I'm just using this e.l.f. bronzing duo in the shade Fiji, and I'm just using the bronzing side. So I'm just using this to warm up my face, and now I'm going in and contouring around my cheeks and on my forehead. And this is just the Kat Von D palette, and it's just the first two shades. And I'm also going in with that same Kat Von D palette just to highlight certain areas like under my contour and under my eyes. Now I'm just applying the blushes from Benefit. It's a mixture of Dandelion and Coralista. And now I'm finishing off my eyes using a pencil brush from Juvias, and it is just the shades Amber and then Oud, and I'm just blending that with that small fluffy brush. Now I'm highlighting again with the Skin Frost by Jeffree Star in the shade Ice Cold. This is just really great for pale people because it's like a really nice frosty white. And again, I'm just blending out that inner corner highlight and adding a bit more. Again, setting my face with Fix Plus just so all the powder sink in. And now onto the lips, I'm using this Boldly Bare lip liner from MAC. And then the liquid lipstick I'm using is by Jeffree Star, and it is in the shade Daddy that he collaborated with Manny MUA. And then finishing off with again a spritz of MAC Fix Plus. So thank you guys so much for watching. All the products that I've used will be listed down below if you want to see. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and click on that notification bell if you want notifications of when I upload all my next videos. Thank you, bye, have a great 2018.